Oh, thank you, Lord, I finally get to play something good. This is Rebel Galaxy, a new space adventure RPG thingy. I don't really know what to classify it as, and I know what you're thinking. It kinda looks like Elite Dangerous or Eve or Star Citizen. Space is apparently all the rage right now. However, I, for one, enjoy Rebel Galaxy a lot more than any of the others. Why? Well, I've always felt spaceship games tend to be a bit complex. Why is that anyway? Is it because space travel is extremely complicated? That is no excuse, developers. How dare you try to give us a true-to-life experience? Anyway, the reason I like Rebel Galaxy so much is the fact that it is so accessible. I see those other space sims as deep RPGs with spreadsheets of stats and data and systems, but Rebel Galaxy is essentially the equivalent of a really fun dungeon crawler, which, seeing as this was brought to us by a couple of guys who made Torchlight, I think that's a pretty apt comparison. Bottom line, the game is rather basic, but damn it all if it isn't fun. It also reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. The general gist of the game is this: pick up missions from a space station or find random ones scattered throughout the galaxy, complete missions and get money, then outfit your ship or upgrade it with new turrets, defenses, shields, and other components. And also kick some pirate ass. Or don't, you can be a bad guy too. So let's be bad guys, because I aim to misbehave. And that's pretty much it. But for what the game lacks in the way of complexity, it makes up for in good game design. I remember talking with a developer a while back, and he said there were two things that really help make a game enjoyable. One, movement has to be fun, and two, combat has to be enjoyable. Rebel Galaxy nails both of these on the head. Movement is fast and responsive, which is a bit out of the ordinary for a spaceship sim. You set your speed with Q and E, boost or slow down with W and S, and turn with A or D. Now, something that's bound to be a bit controversial is that Rebel Galaxy does away with that whole third dimension thing. Now don't get me wrong, I like going up and down as much as the next guy. I could have phrased that better. Context, everyone, context. But three-dimensional movement really does tend to confuse things. It would require adding a lot of systems to the game that really aren't technically necessary. So losing that third dimension helps keep things streamlined. Now, I can totally see why this may be immersion killing for some, but it didn't really bug me because I can see what the devs are going for and I understand their reasonings for doing so. That, and I won't lose my lunch flying in circles trying to kill a bad guy. Now, combat in Rebel Galaxy is actually more akin to a naval battle than a spaceship battle. Your main weapons are your broadside guns, which you can fire randomly, or you can hold down right-click and charge up your guns to give yourself more accuracy. But your enemy does have to be on one of your sides, hence the term broadside. You also have several other turrets depending on your ship that will automatically fire at enemies, though you can take manual control over them if you wish. Ha! You can't take the sky from me! Ah! I'm a leaf on the wind! I'm a leaf on the wind! Huh, this seems familiar. Your ship's health is comprised of 4 shields and hulls on the front, back, and sides. If you're getting destroyed on one side, you should probably switch before you die. You also have deflector shields controlled by pushing spacebar, which you can use to block incoming damage. As I've said before, all of this is really fun and addicting. But the clincher for this game is the soundtrack, which really invokes a space western feel. It is truly the standout feature in this game. With any lesser music playing in the background, this game may honestly not be as fun or give you the same thrill or sense of excitement. And damn, it reminds me of something! What is it? Anyway, this game is still in the testing phases, but it is set to be one of my go-to games when it releases. Sometime in 2015, I don't know when. But when it does, I strongly recommend it. Oh, Starship Troopers! Of course, it was so obvious! And that was Rebel Galaxy. I wonder if space pirates say "arr." God, I hope so. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. I've also put 2 other videos for you to watch right up here. You can also follow me on Twitter for my random thoughts, and you can donate to me on Patreon like these other brown coats. Oh my god, it was Firefly!